Hello, everybody, and welcome to AI War. Now, what AI War is AI War is a strategic space RTS, meaning real-time strategy. And to me, this music is really loud. I'm going to tone it down a lot in the editing. But for me, right now, this is kind of loud, and it's kind of drowning out my thoughts, but I'll try to pour it past as best I can. Now, AI War is the story of a battered humanity, a humanity on the very edge of extinction. I mean, on the very edge. The background story is basically that in the height of its technological age, humanity had two factions, which we never really learned about. And these factions created a civil war across the entire galaxy. Now, this was a problem because billions, presumably billions and billions of humans were dying continuously. And, war isn't sustainable. I mean, war is the best moneymaker, but it's not sustainable. So, what the sides did is they developed super high-tech AIs to basically fight for them and to control ships and everything. And since this is a sci-fi game, a dark sci-fi game, the AIs, of course, went rogue, which I don't know what they expected, to be honest. The AIs went rogue and drove humanity near extinction, like the very edge of extinction. There's only a few pockets of humans left in the entire galaxy. Humans are basically done for. Which, the lore of this game really interests me. As you can see, I have all the expansions. But yeah, the lore of this game just fascinates me, even though there's not much on it. If you try to search for it, you're not going to find much. The best way to experience the lore is to play the game, which that's what we're going to do. This is going to be an episodic series of playing AI War. I am not the best at all. Like, this is going to be an easy run. People who know how to play this game will look at me and go, "You idiot." Now, this is the map we're going to be going with. I've basically set all this up already. I've got everything I want decked out. I have everything set where I want it. Everything's basically how I want it to be. This is just going to be really basically just me talking and just playing the game, which I really like this game, like a lot. And as you can see, we have a really interesting map. It's an X map with 4 branches, of course, and then a center point. Now, my strategy for these kinds of maps is pick something around here, maybe possibly even here, just so you know you don't have so many sides you can be assaulted on. Which, I mean, if you play this right, you can easily just only have one way you can get beat. But actually, go about here and then take out these branches and basically have them just funneling resources into about this point, and then slowly start branching out this way. That way, for a good bit, you only have one way you can be attacked, which is this way. And of course, this might mean that all the enemies can just funnel into this one space, but then again, you're bottlenecking them. For example, if we were here, I mean, just look at all this. Yeah, you kind of bottleneck all of them, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different points that they're going to attack you from. And then not to mention all these being in independent AI controlled territories. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So Just kind of reading over the pros and cons of each of these, which I'm going to go here. And then kind of untangle map. There we go. Just so everything's not clumped together and everything. I have all the expansions enabled. And I have all the ships enabled, and yeah. So I have everything set up. I have the AI types I want, and I'm going to boost them to 5. Like I said, the people who play AI Warriors are going to be like, you play it on 7, because 7 is the normal. 7 is normal, and above that is the hards. Of course, 10, you're never going to beat 10. It's impossible. It's been stated it's impossible. There's no earthly way you're ever going to beat 10. You could control every single territory and they could only have this territory, but they're going to beat you. And it might not be immediate, but they will. And the developers even said if you've beat 10 somehow, the game has glitched. Your game had a fatal error and glitched out. So you know they're not messing around when they say 10 is doom. Which we're just going 5, and we're going with 2 AI types, which is the sledgehammer, which is less frequent but significantly heavier waves, which means tougher, and then tank, slightly heavier waves and has slightly smaller defensive reinforcements, but has extra ships, and has tank and armor ships from the very start, which we wouldn't get without just basically researching. And research and knowledge is a very important part of the game, which I'll explain stuff as we start playing. And of course, it's up to 8 players, and yeah, you can get some other stuff like chivalric, cowardly, bouncer, blah 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 blah. Which is basically if this one isn't enough for you, you can add basically a second kind of personality quirk, as I would put it, to the AI. For example, you could have one be a tank, but also be a sledgehammer, and yeah. See, 2 the tank, but yeah. So you can even give them, say like you have the easiest, right? And then you could give another one vicious exotic. Yeah. So you could have it the easiest and the hardest, and I don't know if those would like nullify each other into normal, but oh well. So without further ado, let's start the game after I've rambled on for a good 15 minutes probably. This episode's probably gonna get into shorter parts. Ooh, the frame rate dipped hard. Alright, here we are in our home world. Let's zoom out, see what's going on. Okay, so here is our metal harvesters, here's our warp portals, and here is our base. This is our home planet, and ooh, I'm so glad I turned off that music and when I was paused. Now, when you're paused, you can keep scrolling and stuff, but there are 2 types of map. There is the map you're looking at, which is the system map, which is the planet map, and then you have the galaxy-wide map. Now, again, veterans are going to say, this doesn't look right. I have partial fog of war on, which they're still hidden. See, if I look, I can't see them. I just know who controls what, and then how tough I can expect the forces to be. Which you might think, that destroys the game, but I don't really think it does. I think we're kind of just like a warning system, which, there is ways you can get a warning system, but And then you have your list of enemy ships, in the planet. And then this right here is for an expansion called Light of the Spire. It's basically a campaign mode in AI Wars, which gives you some more story and stuff, which I really like. It's just, if I can't brute force my way into the AI stronghold, I'll probably do this to see if I can win it. I also have another way to win enabled, just in case I have options. So let's unpause and let's start doing what I'm gonna do. First, what I want to do is go to controls and go to auto build 10 or 9 Mark 1. I don't have any of that. Build one matter convert auto build energy converters, and then apply. And so they're gonna build some more engineers. That way, the more stuff we build, the faster it can be. And yeah, it might take a dip for now, but it's not gonna take a dip forever. Because right now it's taking a dip because we're building something. And then what we want to do is we're going to create a hacker, and then another space dock. And then we're gonna see. I think that's it for now. These are the different tabs. This is the orbital command station, which lets you build a lot of stuff, but you need other things to build other things. Of course, it's an RTS. You can build turrets from here and everything, which turrets are really good. I'm going to use them, see, because, see, Noach is one where I'm going to be the most worried. Oh, hey, Zenith's trade ship. What are you doing? The Zenith were an ancient species that ruled the galaxy long before humans did. Blah, blah, blah. You can buy things, really powerful things from them. With that, as you can see, they are not cheap. It looks like he's going to Ruthorn, which, let me see. Ruthorn is, okay, so he's probably going to go to here and then come back out. So it's pretty good that he's coming this way because we'll have an extra chance to catch him if we need him. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start building ships. This guy is going to build this and this. Repeat. Oh. He's going to build our scouts and our fighters. And this guy is going to build our bombers and our missile frigates. And then we're going to have our starship constructor build us a flagship. Honestly, the music is rocking in this game. And the reason we are building... Hold on, let me just... Hold on. There we go. See, the more engineer drones we have focusing on one thing, the more it's gonna... Oh, we forgot to set this guy. Oops, that was dumb. I'm gonna need to build a rally post. And rally posts are basically just, if you have multiple planets making multiple things, you can basically have this rally post which says a mobile rally post, which is follow me. So first off, let's build a flagship. And what a flagship does is it basically boosts every other ship. And you might be thinking, man, you're spending a lot of metal right now. You know, why are you getting so big of a fleet already? You need to. You really need to. So let's just, yeah, reorganize. Alright. You all can now stop. Yep, go here. You all. Yeah. Basically just put them somewhere else to reset them and they'll start focusing on what they want to focus on. Which this guy. Okay, so we're done with standard fighters and we're done with scouts.